Hello, welcome! So, you might be here today because it is going to be your first time on set. Hooray! Even if it's not, you can still watch. Might help a little bit. So, if you are in this situation, you might be thinking, what do I need to bring? Or what should I bring? And this is where I'm going to come in and hopefully help you out. Because we've all been there, we've all had our first time on set, or even still now, sometimes we're just not sure what to bring along with us. I just wanted to give you a little list of things that I always make sure that I have with me, especially within the summer, springtime, when it's sunny. Now, I will be doing a winter version of this when it obviously comes nearer to those months, but I just wanted to go what I normally bring with me when I'm going on set, when it's a bit more hotter, hopefully a sunny time in Britain. So this is the spring edition, what I bring with me on set. So I'm firstly going to go through the essentials, probably the most obvious ones, but it's always good to say just in case. Number one is script. Duh, obviously. But for me personally, I always like to bring a physical form. I know a lot of people might bring their iPad, their phone, things like that, but sometimes on set they may have a strict policy of not having any phones out and about, and also it can sometimes look unprofessional if it just looks like you're scrolling and looking at your phone. I don't personally like that, and also there's a risk of it getting broken, damaged, lost, blah blah blah. Bring a physical copy of the script is always best if they don't give one personally to you. I often put a lot of my notes anyway in the script that I have at home. You know, little cues, actions, things like that in my own one. So I like having my personal one that I can bring along with me wherever I need it on set. And it doesn't matter if it gets wet, damaged, dirty. It's just a script. Second one is costume. This one does vary because it depends on what project you're doing, and 9 out of 10 times they will supply obviously the costume for you, but there's always a couple key essentials that I personally bring along with me to hopefully either aid the costume or makeup department, or just things that I personally like having because you just never know what they might have or what you will need that they don't. This one's for the ladies. Bring options of bra. I do try and prep this when I have my costume fittings. Often if you are able to try on the outfits before filming dates, you can gauge what bras will work with your costume, because obviously you might not want any straps showing, you might be doing something more physical. All these kind of little things come into play. So I always like to prep this and know which one I'm going to bring along with me or wear. But if I'm not 100% sure, I'll just bring a couple options, often a sports bra, maybe a strapless bra. Key thing is you kind of want one that you know fits you and you're comfortable in. Otherwise, if you've got long days and it's digging into you and things like that, it's not very nice. Or just a general comfy one that you know won't come out in the costume with lines and things like that and you're just comfortable in. That's the key thing. You want to be comfortable and happy. Nude tights. Now this might sound weird, but having a pair of tights has come in so handy on so many sets, especially because I have tattoos on my ankles. Often than not, they will already know this, and if it's really important or in view, they will cover it up with their makeup anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. But having a spare pair of tights, just in case, is always quite good to have and handy on set, especially if you're changing from like day shoots to night shoots and it gets a bit cold. Having tights, always good one to kind of layer up if it's getting a bit chilly. And makeup. I always bring along my basics of makeup because there has been many times that they've been quite limited on makeup, or they may have not had any makeup on set and they expect you to bring them. But I think it's just a good little handy thing to bring along with you because you know what works with your skin, what works with your eyes, and so there's no risk that you're sharing with other people. Or it might be, I don't know, they just might not have enough time. They go, do you mind just putting on your mascara, or do you have some lip gloss that you prefer to use? You know, it's always good to have it just in case on set. But yeah, this does depend on the scope of the production. The bigger projects, they will often be very strict and militant. Militant? Is that the word? I think so. But they will know exactly what they want and they've done tests, and obviously they don't want you personally touching it up. Of course, that's understandable. But for the more independent and indie films, often they're happy for you to do your own makeup. Hopefully they've told you. But it's always good to bring the basics just in case. So those are the main key things that I will bring with me. But now I'm going to go through key essentials that I bring with me along to filming that I have in my bag for whenever I need it. Because as we know, or as we've heard, there's lots of downtime and there's lots of moments that you are not physically on set in front of the camera. So these are things that I always normally bring with me when I'm not. I'm going to start off with the first one is waterproof coat. Now, You might be like, wait, I thought this was the spring summer edition. Yes, but this is the UK. Or even if you're travelling around places, you never know what the weather's going to be, and it's always good to have a waterproof coat or essentially just a bit of a warmer coat that you can layer up over your costumes for when in your downtime, because we still get cold here. Even when it's sunny, it's deceiving. So it's always good to have a waterproof / warm coat in case the weather changes, like it always does. Next one is hat and sunglasses. Now granted, this can depend what type of costumes you might be wearing. You might be wearing a wig, certain hairstyle that obviously you don't want to damage, but it's always good, especially travelling to and from sets, before or after, just because often my hair looks awful after a set, because it might be rough and scuffed, or we've taken all the pins and bobbies out and things like that, and it just looks a mess. Pop a hat on, some sunnies on, yeah, it's a good way to go. Well, I guess it probably looks like that diva or like don't look at me look. But if you're travelling to and from location from home and you get public transport and things like that, yeah, it's always good to just pop it on. Next one is sunscreen. It goes without being said, you will hopefully put this on before you even get there, before you make up and everything. But it's really good to bring some suntan lotion along with you, because you may have the luxury of sitting outside in your down period and you don't want to burn. You never know what the situation's like. It's always good to have a bit of suntan lotion. But for me, I quite like having a moisturiser that has SPF in it. So I'll bring that with me just as backup if I just need to like top up my nose or my cheeks. And then obviously let the makeup department know that I've just put a bit of suntan lotion on. Most of the time they have it for you because they're looking out for you. But if not, it's always good to bring with you. And it's great you can get little miniature ones so it doesn't take up loads of room in your bag. Next one is an umbrella. Now this can help obviously if you can't wear a hat and things like that. If they don't supply it, you never know, as we said, what the weather's going to be like. Bringing a little umbrella with you can really help you in some sticky situations. Or if you're standing outside the whole time and you've got no sense of cover, got a little umbrella. And you make friends having an umbrella because you're the go-to person everyone comes to. Next one is a warm drink of your preference. Now, if you're a tea or a coffee drinker, yeah, they're going to have your back. They're going to have it. But for me personally, I don't drink either one of them, and sometimes you want a little bit of a warm drink or something soothing on your throat whilst you're on set. So I like to bring lemon juice and honey. And if I'm feeling proper bougie, bring some jelly cubes because they're really good for killing bacteria. Don't quote me, I'm not a doctor, but it works for me. I love the drink. So it's a nice little alternative for me to have whilst on set when obviously everyone else is having teas and coffees. And yeah, me just bringing it along makes life a bit easier, and not expecting them to have it if they haven't even asked or they don't know. Bring it with you. The sets that I've been on, they will have an alternative of like hot chocolate, but I personally don't like having loads of hot chocolate multiple times in the day. It makes my throat a bit and I don't know, a bit clogged up, and that's a lot of hot chocolates to have in one day. So this is a bit of a healthier alternative to have. Next one is snacks. Snacks. You will not see me without some type of snacks in my bag. Doesn't matter what it is. For the summer, try not to get more chocolatey ones because they get melted and they get a bit, well, melted and a bit gross, and you get them all over your hands and stuff. So bring some snacks. It doesn't matter if they get a bit warm or crunched in your bag and things like that. Breakfast bars, snack bars, protein bars. Some sweets. Sweets are always a good little thing to have. Little energy boost when you need it. Some Tantastics. Jelly babies if you like jelly babies. Yeah, any type of little sweets or snacks. Always good to have in your bag. Just maybe try to avoid really noisy ones, especially if you're on set. Or in between takes whilst on set. Yeah, otherwise you'll be that person. But snacks are a go-to if you need a quick pick-me-up during and between takes when you're in and out. And if I can, I'll bring some fruit. Fruit is the best snack that I love to have on set because it makes it feel a little bit healthier, and yeah, I love a bit of fruit on set. So if I can, and often you're hungry the most random times on set, especially if you have, you know, odd call times. You never know when you're going to get hungry, and it might not be lunch yet. So some fruit is always a route to go. Water bottle. Now this, I would say honestly, is a key essential, but they do normally supply water whilst you're on set. But when you're off set and waiting, have a water bottle, one that you can refill. Also, it saves plastic. Yeah, I don't need to go into it, but it's always good to have a water bottle. Oh, I have one actually. There's like a really nice compacting one. Wait, I'm going to show you because it's a really good water bottle, and I can just clip it on if I need to, especially when I used to do production. But anyway, it's a really cool little water bottle. This little baby is so good. Especially whilst on set, often it's so easy to lose your water bottle. I can honestly say how many times I've lost my water bottle or forgot about it. So having this little clip makes my life a lot easier because I can attach it to my bag or things like that and not lose it. And also, what I love is as you drink it, you just make it smaller. So yeah, I think I got this off ASOS. That's right. I think it was like 11 quid. Don't think they have it there anymore, but if you can find variations of this, I'm sure there are on Amazon, things like that. A really good little water bottle to bring with you, and everyone knows whose it is, and it's squishy. It's a good water bottle, but yeah, water is essential for whilst you're on set. Headphones / a power bank, a new cable. It's always good to have headphones because you don't want to be that person who's playing stuff out loud. If you've got a lot of downtime, you could be listening to music, listening to an audio book. Often I've watched like Netflix on set if I've got a long time to chill. Yeah, it's always good to have something just to give you a bit of wind down time. And if you like to listen to music before a certain scene, because I personally love my music to help me get into that emotional state that I need to, get some headphones on, get in your own little world. Loving life. Next one is a notebook or a book. As I mentioned previously, sometimes you're not even allowed your phone on set or it's miles away from you and obviously you can't get to it. Having this alternative is a great thing to have because it gives you something to do, keeps you stimulated, and hopefully you won't get a bit, just a bit bored. And plus you should be on your phone all the time. It's a nice little way to distract yourself and chill in, but not to the point that you're on your phone. And also it's a really good one because when you need to be quiet, you don't want to be making a lot of noise. So reading the book or writing something is a nice way to still be quiet. My just in case supplies. Now this is a little nice goodie bag of random things. I'm going to go get it. 1 second. So this can vary on set to set and what I might need, but I often have a go-to like little bag of supplies that can have everything and anything I might need. For example, I've got blister toe things, headphones, moisturizer, some, let's have a look, energy kind of tablet things, natural ones. Got hand moisturizer. We've got, oh, this is a good one. It's a little forehead relief. These are really good when you have a bit of a headache. Any tablets, painkillers. Got pads if you need them, you never know. Plasters, wet wipes. Oh, we've got, oh, these are really good. Wendy's gels. If you're feeling gassy, these are good. These are mainly I bring for like holidays and flights, but you never know who might need them. Oh, this one, go to always that I will bring is Fisherman's Friends. I like the honey version. You see how kind of battered, and excuse my nails, battered and kind of rank package it is, but I love these. My granddad got me into these. Thank you. They're great. They're great for your throat soothing. Again, literally whatever you feel like, hairpins, whatever you feel you might need on set, a nice little bag with your go-to little supplies just in case can really help because you never know what's going to happen and how you're going to feel. So yeah, nice little pack of goodies. And as I just mentioned, my next one is things for your throat. As I said, Fisherman Friends, they're my kind of go-to. And you can get all different types of flavours. You can get honey ones, berry ones, original ones, whichever ones you kind of like. And I quite like these because they don't have like anything in them. You just suck them. They're not too strong. They're really nice. But obviously you can get variations of soothers, mints if you want mints. But having something for when you have a sore throat, again, you might be screaming a lot, grunting a lot, talking a lot, or just feeling tired, feeling a bit strained. Things to help soothe your throat is a good one. Next one is bug spray. This one does depend on the project, but I have had some projects that I knew from day one that certain scenes were going to be filmed in a field or somewhere that we have to kind of walk a long distance into the middle of nowhere, into a forest that is completely out of the way. You might need bug spray, you never know. Especially, I just went to Scotland, granted it was a holiday, but there were so many midges and bugs and mosquitoes flying around everywhere, even around the restaurants. You just never know what you might need. I have a really nice one that's more of a moisturiser, and it's a bit better on your skin. It's not so much chemicals flying around everywhere. It doesn't get sticky or smelly. It's just like a nice moisturiser, because you never know with your legs and hands, especially if you're in forest and tick season. Bug spray, lotion, moisturiser stuff is really good. Your base is in the middle of nowhere and you're going to be chilling there for quite a bit. You never know. It's good. Again, mini versions. The go-to for this sort of thing. And that's everything for today. And again, it depends what type of project you're on. This is sort of things that I like to pre-prep and plan before I'm even about to go to shooting. I will plan it the day before or a few days before to get these little supplies whilst I'm filming, because again, you never know what you might need or what someone else might need. It's, you know, you're just looking out for each other, looking out for yourself. But I will say, on a little note to clarify, I often drive to set. This is of course a massive advantage when you want to bring things along set, especially in the winter season. But driving to sets and locations makes my life a lot easier because I'm not lugging a massive bag with me. But I like to feel prepared. Scout's honour, I'm always over prepared for roles, and often I probably won't use anything out of the bag, but you know, you never know. That should be the motto of this video. You never know what you might need. But I like to bring them because it makes me just feel more comfortable and prepared on set, and not feel like, say if something has made me feel off or I'm not too happy about a certain thing, I could bring it along with me and make my life easier, and then possibly everyone else's life easier. And I don't like to bug people for things. If you need it, you need it. But if it's something so minuscule and minute and I can just bring it along with me and there's no hassle and I've already got it, I will. But yeah, it's just because there's so many times that I've wished that I brought something on set and it's like, oh, I was going to pack that, but I didn't. Yeah, I could. Honestly, there's so many times I've said that. So now I'm kind of play it better safe than sorry. And for each set, I often take a little mental note if there's something that I don't have, but I wish I did or think I should need for next time. I'll make sure I include it for the next one. This is stuff that I've just built over time, additional things that have helped for each set and different circumstances for when it might pop up again. But yeah, granted, my bag sometimes is quite big and it looks like I've overpacked, but it's so worth it when you're looking for such a specific thing, and that thing makes you feel so much better and happier whilst on set and keeps your spirit up, your energy up, whatever it might be. Why wouldn't you bring it, you know? Also, of course, a lot of these things can apply whatever the type of season. I just wanted to specify just a bit more on the summer-spring side. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope some of these things have helped you or given you a little idea of, oh, yep, I'm going to make sure I bring that with me next time. If there's anything that you love to bring with you whilst you're on set, please let me know. Share it. We would love to see it, because there's always room in my bag for more supplies. Like Mary Poppins, mate. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. You're having a lovely time and having a good day, night, wherever you are. But take care and hope you enjoyed my video. Goodbye.